Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Snow falls down like glitter in space. Lightsaber glow puts a smile on my face. Yeah. Darth Vader chilling by my tree so tall. Funko Pop one stack like a Death Star wall. Stormtroopers march across my shelf. So tight, Yoda's wisdom keeping my holiday light. Yeah. Mando and Grogu, the real OGs. Got a fleet of pops, call me Collector Supreme. Yeah. It's the Funko flow. Yeah. Star Wars Pop, yeah, my collection grows. Yeah. Deck the halls with Jedi and Sith in rows. Yeah. Gotta catch 'em all, let's go. Fett's helmet gleaming in the glow. Yeah. Leia's got her blaster, Han's ready to show. C-3PO shiny, R2 beats the beat. This collection game is my holiday feat. No gift too big, no pop too small. I'll trade, I'll hunt, I'll search through them all. Wrapped in the force, my mission so clear. Star Wars Pop spreading that galactic cheer. Yeah. It's not about the price, it's the thrill of the find. Each one's a story, a moment in time. From Tatooine sands to hot frozen climb. Yeah, yeah. It's a Funko flow. Yeah. Star Wars Pop, yeah, my collection grows. Yeah. Deck the halls with Jedi and Sith in rows. Yeah. Gotta catch 'em all, let's go. Let's go.
I wanna buckle up, baby.
All right.
Hello.
Hello out there.
Hey, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We have our
Can you hear
first
me?
technical difficulties.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah, you can't hear me? Let me check my mic.
Well, hang on. I can't hear anyone.
Can you hear me? No?
Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Huh.
No.
Okay. Well, I
You
guess
hear me,
me
right?
not hearing you isn't going to be much of a problem.
Yeah. You can hear me though, right?
Hang on. How about now?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Well, I can't hear you guys.
What do you mean you can't hear us? What if you go to the settings for you? When you're in the studio, can you go to what do the settings say? That little sprocket?
Okay. Well,
Can you go to audio?
this might be a problem.
Because you were fine last week.
How about now?
I can still hear you. What?
No, this might be our first edit out.
Well, why don't you log back in, log out, and come back in? Sorry, folks, we're having a little technical difficulty with Nate on the other line there. He's going to log back in and log back in to the stream here. So we'll be with him in just a moment. But I hope everyone's doing very well. We are here on our second episode and having our Christmas episode, of course. So hence the Santa hat, the Christmas tree, and all the holiday cheer you see here on the stream today. Not only do we have Nate, but we also have a special guest that we're going to be introducing in just a few moments too. Let's see if Nate gets back in. Let's see. How you doing now, Nate? You still good? All right. What I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to introduce our guest, Dani, and bring him on. Let's see if he's around here. Actually, you know what? Nate, can you talk now? You shouldn't be muted. You should be fine. All right. So we have our guest, Dani, from Funko Concepts Art. How you doing, my friend?
Fine. Nice to meet you guys. I'm so excited to come here with you, Patrick and Nate. And yeah, very good. Excited to do the pop talk today.
Nice, nice. We're excited to have you. I mean, one thing that I've always found is it's very interesting to see what other people do and how they share their fandom of Funko and whatnot. So, a few questions before we even get into the fun stuff of the episode. Got a few questions for you.
Sure.
So, what got you in the Star Wars and Funko?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. I got to Star Wars like when I was maybe 5 years old because of my parents, because both of them really liked it, and especially my father. And yeah, since I was a little kid, I always loved Star Wars, and I always remember when I got to the cinema to watch The Force Awakens because I was 10 years old and I was like so excited. It's also the anniversary this year. And yes, I really like it. I used to have different toys when I was younger, figures, smaller figures. But then since maybe 2020 or maybe a little bit before, I started collecting the pops. And yeah, I really like them.
It's you do such excellent work, and we can't wait to talk and show your work here in a little. But some other questions, like what is your favorite Star Wars Funko Pop? Because obviously, if you draw them, you're collecting them too, right?
Yeah, I don't have as many as you do. I have like 30 or something like that because I also collect some Marvel and DC pops. But most of my collection is Star Wars. But I never thought about it. It's like my favorite pop.
Yeah, like if you had to pick one, like if your house is burning and you had to pick one Star Wars Funko Pop, which one are you taking? That's a tough one. Always.
I might go with the Amidala on Throne, maybe, because I really like that one. It's like really iconic.
Yeah, it is very iconic. It's funny that you say that because when we were talking prior to coming on the show, and I always felt that there is always kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? An iconic moment. The Funko. So when you see a Funko, it usually captures that one iconic moment of that character in that scene, series, movie, whatever it is that they do, right? Of the pop culture. And I always find it very interesting to see what they select as that moment or the character's kind of true persona, if you will, and then create that in a Funko. And you've done such a good job too in your work that there's times that I wonder why did Funko choose this character and this outfit? Because it means nothing to nobody, and if it stood on its own, you couldn't recognize it. Right?
I don't know if it's laziness or why, but it's true. For some pops, I always get confused why they do them and not other characters or other variants. They always focus on some characters, and they can do like 20 different variants that are more are always the same,
Yeah,
but
agreed.
I don't know.
I'm always wondering too about how timing comes into play with that. When you think about it, like when Disney or Lucasfilm releases something to the creators, and it's so far in advance, are they giving them just a little concept art? Like they're not that far along? Because I've actually seen things in like the Black Series line and stuff where you're like, well, they kind of missed it with this. Like, or the outfit changed a little bit. You could tell that something had progressed from the time that actually made it to market. You know?
A lot of times they'll grow those. So having that experience at that place you're talking about, we would call it growing. So they would have a 3D printing room where we would grow Black Series, right?
Yeah.
They print them out, and they would be they'd be coming hot off the press. I remember when Boba Fett came, he was just painted. Like we got him on the set, he was just painted, like for us. Like he wasn't. It was the first one, like so prototyped, like just moving his cape, his arm would go. Like it was touch and go to get him, to photograph him.
Yeah.
But they do. So from the Lucasfilm Hasbro, what I was able to learn is they do give you some things. They give you reference images from what they have on, so say it's prior to the film coming out. A character could change mid-shoot, so the outfit could change or whatnot as well. Like I think the best example is of this ever happening back in the 70s when Kenner came out and they had Snaggletooth. They had that little maroon one
Yeah.
All right. But that had to come out after the fact because when we saw him in the movie, it was like short, like, 3 apples high standing in the cantina. But when they got it originally, they didn't know what. So they gave him blue. They gave him silver go-go boots. They're like, no, he's going to have feet. And, but again, that's all, happens before those things. Like a lot of times I would get like a figure, an Obi-Wan or a Qui-Gon Jinn or Darth Maul, something like that, and it's sitting on a cafeteria tray with like, okay, here's the shoot and here's all the numbers to crunch to find the shoot and where it matches to. But they have a reference kind of what they want. And there is like a look, like if you notice like the Black Series and the TVC, the way they're photographed are not, I wouldn't say flat, but they're dimensional because you get a lot of dimension and shape to them. And that's done intentionally, but with multiple image capture and then stitching the image in as one. So they do that a lot, but also for certain things, they'll make it like, they'll tweak it. Like for the Clone Wars, it had a different look when you retouched and photographed it, like the lighting, it was a little darker look. So it depends.
Well, it's interesting too, because as we progress with our conversation with Dani and we're having, we've had one-on-ones about Andor and what we loved and what we didn't and what was missed and what were opportunities and all those sorts of things. And then you think about it, like when you are having that conversation about, like, for example, the queen on the throne, like that's a capture of a moment that just resonates with everyone. That's like, oh my God, that's the moment. Like, can you imagine the pressure of that? Because my moment may not be that moment. You know what I mean? And then there's things that are missed and you're like, like, again, like going back, we had conversations like, there's a major character out of this wave that's missing. Like,
100%.
did they know that she was going to be as important as she was? Like,
I would say,
or as popular, I don't know.
Yeah, because if so, then you missed some pretty big stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into our first segment before we jump into Dani stuff. We'll get moving. So our first segment is none other than
Fresh from the cargo hold.
So we're going to invite you to participate in this, Dani, as well. So usually at this point, we'll talk about our latest pickups. So Nate, what do you got? What you got?
Well, so Dani, this is the thing, is that really, my latest pickups, I have a toy store. And so I'm not supposed to be picking up stuff. I'm supposed to be picking up stuff for everybody else. Here I am still picking up. I'm like, does it count that I got 20 cases of this? Like, I guess, because I keep them. So my pickups are interesting. So right now, the last episode we're talking about, like, my obsession really is Star Wars Rebels and going back. And last episode I just got Hara, and then this one I had to go back and I got Rex.
Nice.
Which this is iconic from that cartoon. I mean, just everything about this I love, and I had to get it. These are not the cheapest.
And finding that one too, it's a tough one with Smuggler's Bounty.
Like, I apologize to all my family in advance because literally my Christmas list was like Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. I'm like, sorry. And even on one of them, like, I sent it out. Like, I was like, this one, because I'm like, I really want that Chopper, but I want the one where they messed up the box and they called him Chop. And I literally was like, I apologize, and like a few of my aunts are gonna need to chip in for this one. I'm just gonna let it all out, if you only get me one thing, I get it, so I got this, and then oddly enough, we were talking about our top 10, and my top 10 last time included the chase of Jesse, and I'm calling this a new pickup because I bought like 6 for the store. They blew out. And then after I shipped them all, I was like, oh my God, I didn't keep one for myself. So I had to buy a whole nother case of these just to get this one. Stupid. Well worth it. And then I'm going back now. I just love these. They're on my backpack, the little pop keychains. And the ones that what started this all off is the Night Trooper. Like I'm obsessed with these Night Troopers from Ahsoka. So then I was like, oh well, I got to get So I'm going back and I'm recollecting those. And then I love this little Luke because I love the mainline pop for it. And I was like, all right. So now I just look like one of those like crazy ladies that has too many keys hanging off her backpack. That's me. Yeah, and it's getting worse. I have these in the store now too. I buy a case so that I can keep one. Those are
That's
my
so
pickups.
funny. Nate,
Yeah.
you're not alone. You're not alone, buddy.
Excellent.
You're not alone.
What about you? What did you pick up, Danny? Anything good?
Well, I am a little bit like delayed with all the pops because last month I've been studying abroad because I'm still in university and everything, and I haven't gotten any pops like since last summer. But I'm planning to get at least from Star Wars. I really want to get the Director Krennic one from Andor because
Yep.
also I'm from Spain, and in Spain the pops arrive a little bit late compared to the US or Canada. Like arrive maybe the Andor pops. When did they arrive?
So you get them from Funko Europe, then being in Spain, and they
Exactly. They arrive like
they're
a month later.
about a month
something like that.
behind the US market.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So I still get to get that one, and I will make an order to Funko Europe, I guess, and I will try to get the
You get-
Yaddle one,
yeah.
of course,
Oh, yeah.
and the Count Dooku like Jedi version to put it with Yaddle too. So
Did you get a Star Killer? One of those limited
No.
editions?
I couldn't. See, that works for Funko Europe. I don't know because I think that's like in 1 minute, it's impossible to get them.
Oh, it's
Same.
crazy.
I feel
I
like
don't
only
know why.
500 people or something stupid got it here, and
Yeah. I want that, but I'm not about to pay $500 for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I like it, but not
Because
that.
recently they like put the two websites together, right? Because before we had like the Funko Europe one and the mainline Funko one, the Funko.com, but now they have put them both together. But I also tried to get the Amidala Funko Shop exclusive, but I couldn't. So very bad.
Interesting.
I did order that. I don't think I opened that yet. But
is
I
it
got
is it out and like in shipping already?
the Padme.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I saw some pictures of it, so I guess so.
I have a box, and I bet that and the one ornaments in it. But I got the deleted scene Luke.
Oh, I want
That
that.
one's pretty cool. Yeah.
I love this one with the little bucket hat. I think.
Yeah.
This one I got, and I'll be honest. I'm second guessing why I even bought this one. This pop looks so much like the New York exclusive from a year ago. So honestly, if you have that version, I like that version better. I don't think it's worth having two. They're so similar, so similar.
I was planning on getting it maybe because I don't have the New York Comic Con one, and I really like that Kylo outfit from Episode 7 because I do have the one from Rise of Skywalker, and I thought that if I could get that one. Cool
this one has the same exact head sculpt as the previous New York one, so it's a great. The body sculpt's a little different. I just like the other one, like the stance and the way the fabric robe was blowing. This one is it's good, but it's not as good as the other. So it's kind of like, why'd you do that? Like again, why'd you do that if you could have done something better, right? Or a different character. Now the other one I picked up is I got me some Ray retro.
Yeah.
And this retro. This is the one I was really excited for. BB-8.
Oh, that's on my Christmas list, and I better get that, man.
I like how this one I just thought was really neat on just the way they did this pop. It's just very dimensional and the colorful. It's just really well. I like the retro series. I know other friends of mine not so much, but I do. I think they're cool looking.
It's my favorite. That and the comic collection. The comic collection and the Star Wars Rebels are like all I'm after right now.
Yeah. I have all the comics too. The comic covers, I have all those. That was interesting because there was a period of time that they hadn't released number 3, and I'd seen it floating on a photo of the internet for 2 years before it actually got released. Then it finally got released. I was like, yes. Because I was scratching my head because I already had. So Ben Kenobi was number 3 in the comic book covers, and I already had 4 and 5. So how do you have 4 and 5 and not have a 3? And I think I even had 6. So I had 4, 5, and 6 before 3 was released. Thought that was odd. So anyway,
All
but let's
right.
get into our news section. I don't think we got
Transmissions from the Holonet.
news-wise. I don't think there's too much. I mean, obviously Funko's having their sales. You know, they've been starting with member sales, Black Friday to
Yeah.
early for members. Then they extended it, the discount to members, and then they still have some. They're not Black Friday prices, but they still have some good sales up there on Funko right now.
Well,
But
what
other
was
than that, there hasn't been anything really announced official.
no nothing that I've seen. I mean, and going back to that sale, you know, I was on there the other day too. It was interesting because um Target had your retros on sale, and they ran a Thanksgiving sale where they were giving you like free shipping and whatever, and those pops were like $10 each. And that sale popped back on, and then as I was on Funko, because I love that year-end sale when everything gets marked down to like 350. Like that's when I go and I pick up all my little crap that, you know, I can wait for it. And I saw that they had the retro, which is a Target exclusive on Funko proper. So I thought that was kind of weird and interesting. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of more news out there. I think that they're letting the dust settle because Q1, a lot of stuff's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully.
I agree. So with that, Nate, I'm going to get into the rumor.
So, okay. So this is interesting. We were kind of talking about this because we do have a very creditable source, and I actually invite all of our viewers because I want to actually edit it up and be like, you heard it here first, and you know when it's coming. Last time we discussed that there were some secret things coming back into the retro line, and since we're on retro line, our sources are letting us know that in May, for May the 4th, we are getting a Jango Fett version in the retro line. We kind of let it out a little bit last time that there was a Mace Wendu coming into into that line. There's also going to be oh god, why am I drawing a blank? There's Dooku coming into the retro line.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we also know that we are, and I think it's March. In March, we're getting our first Pop Nook for Star Wars, and we're getting Yoda's hut.
Wait a second. Did you say Pop Nook?
Yeah, we're getting a Pop Nook for Star Wars. I know they've released a bunch of those so far for Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was
but
going to say,
I'm
I've seen it for Harry Potter. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I love this because it's the interior of Yoda's hut on Dagobah. And I don't know if, you know, it's him with like all the snakes and like I just love the idea of that. And I'm gonna light that up, and I'm here for it. So that's
cool.
coming. Yeah, that's coming down. And then you know, we were talking about not wanting to give away too much from Grogu and Mando because we do definitely know that there are, of course, there's a new Grogu coming out and a new Prim. They're not releasing any information. They are calling it a new Prim. So we haven't seen it yet. We don't know what it is, but that's happening. There's a new version, of course, obviously, of Mando, but there are two other figures in the 6-pack release that they're not mentioning what they are, but they are saying that there is a repurposed battle droid, and it's not the battle droid that we've gotten. It's a repurposed one that's definitely seen better days. And then last on our list, we are also getting some Legends pop. So Mara Jade is coming. She is going to be in, I believe, August. But there's a lot of stuff coming down. There's still
That'll probably
lot.
be a GameStop Gaming Greats, most likely. Then
I guess.
that's how they kind of do the Legends through that series.
It could be, but it's not exclusive because it's coming from another. The pre-order, it was interesting enough, is from a vendor, and I don't see this pre-order on other vendors' lists. So it might be an Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Don't know that's for sure, but I do know rumblings from people there. So
really cool.
that is enough to get me to lose my toy license for today. And but rest assured, though, we're getting a whole bunch of stuff in March. So much stuff coming down the pipe for May 4th. And then, honestly, for the Grogu movie, there's new stuff there's new drops that are coming out. And I think additional things are going to be released to toy vendors in the next week. That's not even going to be released yet.
I'm expecting as trailers start dropping for Mando and Grogu, you're going to start seeing product leaks and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
well, we got that with the Black Series. That happened. So that was interesting enough, right?
Right. It'll be interesting to see because I know typically when Star Wars had like a new season, they did like Mando Wednesday or Mando Mondays or whatever they tend to do, right? And they kind of had where it's kind of based around collection and swag and stuff like that. So I'll be very curious to see what they do this run with the Mando Grogu.
Well, let's think about it. Like, so if they are releasing a 6-pack, right? And we know that one's Mando, we know that one is a new Grogu, and we know that there's a battle droid. That means that there are 3 additional characters in there. I believe one of them is a chase for somebody, and I believe that there are 2 additional. So I'm like kind of wondering who they are. Like, I think it would be cool since there's so much stuff. And what's interesting is if you look at Hasbro right now, there's a ton. And I know Empire Strikes Back and they're re-releasing stuff, but there's a lot of Snowtrooper action happening right now.
I was going to suggest they're going to do a Snowtrooper because they've released that in trailers. So they're going to do that.
And I hope they redo it. No shade, but like when it first came out, like I was anti-Funko. I was like, I don't want cutesy little Star Wars toys. And what I hated was when they had the circle eyes on like the Stormtrooper.
I got it right here.
I know. And so I love the Snowtrooper. I want him so bad, but I would never go back and get it because I hate those eyes. So I hope that they give us a new one. And I hope that they give us an AT-AT driver. I mean, he's in the trailer. Yeah, I know. I
don't like these eyes. It's so bad.
But the other one with Darth Vader is so much better. That
is how they need to do it. They need to give us one like that.
Or the AT-AT driver. He's in the trailer. I would sweat that to have a real AT-AT driver as a single pop. That would be really beyond.
They have an AT-AT driver, but they could redo it.
Does it have the eyes though?
Is with the circle eyes, I think, because it's like it was a blue box one, I think.
Yeah, those don't count.
Really
cool. I just lost all my followers. Sorry, guys, but it's okay.
No, but I agree. I think we need a new version of the Snowtrooper, an updated version, and if they could do it like the sculpt with the Vader, I think that like that from that Echo Base series that they did for Amazon. That would be great because I definitely think they're going to have to. They did that. What do you call it? The other, he's not the Snow Trooper, the Range Trooper. They redid the Range Trooper for Andor, and that's 20 times better than what we had.
That
before.
looks so good. I love that. And you had mentioned, like going back to the troopers and stuff, I'm starting to feel like they really, really, really nailed them. Danny, had a concept, man, where I was like, I know. That driver, man. I need that driver from
Mandalorian season 2.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why they didn't release it.
I know. I mean, like I love the the Range Troopers. I love the Mud Trooper. Like I would love to just have like all of those like redone. Yeah. Can't afford.
I would also like a new Death Trooper. It's a mess that they didn't have Death Troopers in Andor season 2, but the mold from Rogue One is a little bit old. But if they did a new one, I would get it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What else?
Well, the next thing we really could get into, I mean, did you want to do, before we get into spending some time with Danny talking about his concepts and getting through that, did you want to do a quick little plug of the shop?
Oh, well, thank you. I mean... Oh, well, I love it. You're always so prepared with these graphics and stuff. So for I mean, I feel like a lot of our people know that follow us, but we as in me, in Carbonite Creative, we started a Star Wars only toy store, and so we put together great little things, everything from Funko, everything from Hasbro. We're moving into Hot Toys. That's coming down the pipe. Nobody likes I'm spending the cash on those, but I'm doing it. And just trying to put together like a one-stop shop for everything Star Wars. And it's also curated to where like the moms and the wives and the stuff, it's really geared towards the adult collectors, that they can come on and just know that like we have like some of the newest, coolest stuff. We're putting together packs where we just actually got them in the store. They're going online this weekend. You can come and get the entire set of Return of the Jedi 40th pops. We have the whole thing. If you miss that set, you want to just come and get it all in one thing, we can do it. So that's who we are, what we're doing. Right now it's holidays and people have been amazing, and the orders are flying through. A lot of our pre-orders are already sold out. We do have a new section where you can just come on board. If you don't want to shop, you just know you're looking for pre-orders, you can come and do that. And there's going to be some interesting sales happening on Christmas, and I'll leave it
There
at
you
that.
go, folks. So tune in. Check them out on Instagram because I know you post stuff on there about your sales and stuff for the store. So
Yeah.
perfect. Well, let's get into our next big piece. Our main focus of today is our guest, our buddy Dani over at Funko Concept Art. And let me tell you, you guys are in for a treat. If what you're about to see is mind-blowing, one. Two, it's always fun to see when a fan shares their fandom in such a way that the passion is like this close to being executed as from a concept to an actual. So that's why I really thought when we were talking, Nate, a week or two ago about Andor and your love for the I said, you know what? Let's bring this guy on because he's got some great Andor Funko concepts and designs he's done. And we wanted to kind of talk about that. So we're going to break into that right now.
The concept of the actual pop. Who did it better?
All right. So let me move this little thing off there so we get it clear. All right. So what we did is we created a slideshow basically of all your concepts for the Andor that I had gotten from you. And then I took all the ones that we actually got from Funko. All right. And we'll just kind of go through them and kind of discuss because this one here, it wasn't the strongest of yours, Dani, but it's still stronger than what we got for Funko for the same character. So that again, this one is from that season 1, and we really didn't get too many outfit changes from Luthen.
Exactly.
But in season 1 actual, we got it's just kind of lame. Like if we go through here, we'll get to it. But we'll get to what Funko did for their version of Luthen. I think it missed the mark. My personal opinion, it really missed the mark.
This one I did it, based on the Black series of Andor season 1. I think it's like his most iconic look from season 1 because it's from like the first episodes and everything with the yellow coat.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's from the first arc of season 1.
Yeah. When he's first getting introduced. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that the one that they released with the hood and with the black clothing, like it's fine, but you can recognize Luthen. I try to do the hair the most similar as possible.
No, you can't pick it out as a Luthen, and that's I guess a good true test of a Funko Pop. And it's recognize if you can recognize the scene of the character, right off the bat. Is it iconic enough to stand on its own? The Luthen rail that we got from Funko missed the mark. Yeah, 100%.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because we were having the conversation really about how you're snatching that moment in time to really make it. And this is a testament to the importance of the hair, especially when you're dealing like in a medium of Funko where, everything could look very easily the same. And that Luthen pop could be in a Spider-Man box and just be like, oh, it's a Spider-Man character. And, like it could be anybody.
Yeah.
But
Correct.
when you're having conversations here, the hair is on point, the outfit is on point, it's very iconic. Like I instantly knew the scene that this was from, and I was like,
Yep.
I want it. I don't have that. I want it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think they should work a lot more with the Andor line because Andor, it might not be like the highest viewed Andor show, but it's one of the favorites and it got a
Yeah.
lot of awards. So I think they will work on
I mean, this to me is legendary. Honestly, the
yeah,
hair
it's
is
also
on
my
point.
favorite.
Yeah, it's.
This
I
is
mean, both like all of these. Like,
Yeah.
and this is just a testament right there that if you do it right, like some collectors may be like, oh, I'm gonna get Luthen. I'm gonna get one pop. Yep, not me. I want every single one of these. I'd take 10 of them if they were all 10 different outfits and they made sense. So, again, this is me
this is
going and buying
excellent.
another one.
Excellent, Danny.
Yeah.
This is just phenomenal. Like this to me is Luthen at its core
Exactly.
because he was always playing a facade. Like Luthen was never truly himself except for when he was with Clea, right?
Yeah.
And it was brutal. Like it wasn't his daughter. It was just a companion that he was ready to make a revolution with. Like that, very clear from the get-go with that, which is interesting. But when you see him putting on this facade and playing this character within a character, this is the character which we all think is Luthen, the art gallery guy, like smoozer, and it's just perfect. I mean, it's the hair, the outfit, 100%. When you see this, it's Luthen Rail.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hardest part of this one was the hair actually because
Sure.
yeah, the body, it was like a long coat. I took inspiration because while the show was airing, they were like sharing a lot of pictures of all the costumes because of the costume designs. They were great and they had like a lot of different outfits for each character. And the one that they released for Luthen had this exact pose, which is also like really iconic when he's like finding out that everything went well and everything worked. And yeah, for the hair, I remember that I had to pick a lot of different hairs of different pops and I had to change the sizes and everything. But I'm really happy of how it turned out also with the eye a little bit. Yeah, the eyebrows.
It looks good. How do you create these, Danny? Are you going into Illustrator and doing these straight out? What are you doing?
Actually, with Photoshop.
Wow.
I
fantastic.
started like a while ago. Like the first post is like from 2019, I guess.
Yep.
And in the pandemic, I worked a lot because most of the concepts that I did back then was from Money Heist, which was a Netflix Spanish show, which was really popular during the pandemic. And I got to make a lot of concepts of them. And some of the actors actually reposted them. And that's why I got a lot of followers. And then that show ended and I started working on other pops that I really liked, like for Star Wars, for Marvel, for DC. But it's actually with Photoshop. I get all the pops and then, for example, for the last one, I took inspiration with the Luthen Black series. I took some of those and mixing it, blending with a regular pop size. You can put the codes, then changing a little bit the colors, the proportions.
Oh, it looks so good.
Fantastic.
So good.
Yeah. Well,
another one, Clea. Like
I mean,
I
really
think
happy
this
about
was iconic outfit. Like she wore this kind of basically most of the series. This and the nurse outfit are the two that when I think of Clea, right?
Yep.
How about you, Danny?
Sure.
Like obviously,
yeah, I never did the nurse one, but I also really like that arc, the last arc of Andor. I think it's great. But actually, this outfit is from episode 6, I think. It could be a 2-pack even with the last Luthen pop, because when they go to the party and Clea is trying to hide the microphone and all that, it's so amazing. And also the hair, because the hair when they are in the hospital is different, but this hair is actually you get that this is Clea.
Very iconic. As soon as I saw this, like, this is one that we did not receive or get. And I kind of think of like this is a pretty crucial character to have, Clea.
Yeah.
Right? Like pretty big deal, I would think. Because let's face it, the what we realize about the revolution and the Rebel Alliance and all that, it starts with these little cinders that are burning in the galaxy. So you start with Bodhi, right? He's the
Yeah.
the guy in Rogue One that is getting the plans from Urso, Galen Urso, right? So you start with that. Then you have this girl who witnesses as a child watching other people, her whole community and planet gets wiped off the map. And she watches the Imperials time and time again as she goes from different planets and communities, just executing civilians for no real good reason, becoming just a really bad regime in the galaxy. And so, like, I find when you don't do a character like this, you're kind of missing that core of how this all builds. And it's interesting because think about it, we knew nothing about these characters before.
No.
Not even in Rogue One.
Yeah.
But you start getting more and more, and there's so much that get layers on, which starts a revolution.
Yeah. What a huge start to the rebellion. You have it in your head that it's going back, it's all, Galen Ursa, it's all Mon Mothma, it's all these things, and we know those people are attached, and then you find that she is like handing the torch, to these guys. So
yeah.
I mean, again, this was my thing. Like, did they rewrite something? Did they know that she was as important as she really is? Because to me, it's just like someone should get smacked in the face for missing this.
Yeah. Well, there's one that I believe Dani has in his collection that Funko should get like, how do you miss that? Like, that is like, of the entire Andor series, there's one scene that is so epic.
Exactly.
And you miss that? Like, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
I mean, I need all of these. Like, I'm like honestly, Dani, like, this is no bullshit. Like, if like I got these for Christmas, I'd be happy. I just want all of these in boxes. I'd be a happy boy. Like this, I need this.
Yeah. It's also really bad that now with all the shows they release like the first wave, and until we get the spoiler wave, like we did for Ahsoka, for example, you have to wait more than a year. I don't like that.
No,
but yeah,
I'm not a fan of
this
that.
Spartacus one was like really simple. It actually, the whole body is the Thrawn one from Tales of the Empire. I just had to change the color and the black. And yeah, for the hair, I think it's recognizable, the actor of Spartacus. I only had to change a little bit the hair and the eyebrows. I don't know if we will ever get a pop of Spartacus, but as I thought that it was like easy to do, and because of we get a Dedra and a Krennic, I thought it would be interesting to have a Spartacus.
I agree. Yeah. I'd love to have him.
A really good character also.
I would have rather have him than Krennic.
Yeah, because we already did have a Krennic.
You had a Krennic from Rogue One. I was good with that. You didn't have to do another one.
I mean, this drives me crazy a little bit too. Like when I was going back for Ahsoka, like going back to Thrawn, the Thrawn that they released for Ahsoka, I was like, I didn't want it because he didn't have his gun out. Like, and that Pop had the gun. I'm like, when did Thrawn ever take his gun out?
No, the only time he had his blaster out was on Star Wars Rebels at the end. And I felt that they mistakenly did it because that one with the blaster should have been paired with the Ezra with his hand going out, because that's when he stopped. That's where he gets wounded from the blast from Thrawn, shuts the blast doors behind him with the Force, and the stormtroopers are shut behind it. And then the Purgle attack Thrawn. So, like, how they didn't pair that one with it. And the other thing is, I always liked when they do the animated as opposed to a live action Thrawn. Right. Notice that the live action Thrawns are the rounder, smoother face, but the live action has more cheekbone and eyebrow structure, which totally make the Pop look so much better.
Yeah. That's the only Thrawn I got, actually. The one from Rebels, the one that released like 1 or 2 years ago, the Target exclusive one, I think it's. Yeah. I think it's really cool. Maybe the body is more detailed in the Ahsoka one, but the head is much better.
I 100% agree. Like, I've actually swapped out the head because I've ordered another one on some of my other Thrawn Pops, because I like the other the Thrawn, like you said, from the Rebels looks so much better than what we've gotten as the live action one. I like it better. Actually, all the ones I photographed, I always swap the other head, the original Thrawn head. I like it better. Better sculpt.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another. Take my money.
This was the first one I did for Andor Season 2 because I really like that. A scene when all the music from Season 1 was like in a disco mode, and of the wedding, the clothes were amazing. And the designer
the
actually won an
costuming
Emmy
and-
recently.
Yeah, the costuming was done very, very nice for that wedding.
And I don't know how we don't have a Mon Mothma pop yet, even from Return of the Jedi, you know.
That's what Nate was talking about. That's exactly what Nate was talking about. Like the next one we're going to see here. Oh, not that one. Hold on. We'll come back to him.
Yeah.
This one. This
one.
is the Mon Mothma we should have.
For sure.
Everyone should have this in their collection. And not only that, if they want to get a few extra bucks out of us, give me put her in a little repulsor.
Yeah.
One of those
oh my god!
repulsors.
Yeah, talk about a pop moment, or talk about even market it as a ride or something. And that thing where she's.
I had one.
I would pay for that. Yeah.
I have a repulsor 3D printed that I have the Senator Padme Amidala in that one. Because I always thought that line. So this is how liberty dies with such great democracy dies with such great thunderous applause.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. That to me always rung volumes, and even to this day kind of mimics real life. So I love that one. The speech that Mon Mothma gave is such a huge pivotal portion of the entirety of the series.
I mean, I have
how does she not get a pop? And we have
I've watched that episode so many times that, like, if a digital, stream could get the wah-wahs like a 1980s videotape would, this episode would have it. I've watched this so many times. I love this episode.
It's such great tension building.
Yeah.
It really is. And then here's the thing. There's really not that much blastering, right? You got one guy gets shot, two people get shot, one gets a blaster pulled on him. That's it.
Stop it. Like the most iconic line ever, I have friends everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like, enough. Like, I can't tell you how many shirts I need of that,
I love that. I love it. But these pops are just so damn good.
Fantastic.
Like, here's one that we talked about. Like, Nate and I were going to go buy, extra pops to swap the heads off them.
And do it,
We have the Andor and how is the name of the Andy Serkis character?
Kino Loy.
Yeah.
Their body might be a little bit.
You'd have to boil them and get an X-Acto knife, because you're gonna have to cut the vinyl of the gun, because she's never gonna have a blaster.
Yeah.
She's in there. She's in the clink.
Well, I started wanting to make one of these, and I was like 3D printing things that she could hold in her hand so I could shave the blaster off and make it look different enough. I just haven't gotten to doing it, but hopefully they just make this so I don't have to.
Yeah, this one will be a good exclusive.
It would be nice.
Mothma Pop, take my money. They could
Now this one was Cyril. I know who this character is because I'm a fanatic, right? The three of us are probably all like, oh. But if I wasn't, and this is what I had the problem with the Funko's Luthen. If I didn't know the series well enough, this guy could end up anywhere. He could be Clark Kent before he gets into the phone booth. You know what I mean?
But he could be in that blue outfit from like season 1, like,
This is iconic. This is him on Gorman. I get it. Like, I get that. My only nitpick on this one is, if you're going to do this one, don't make him clean. Have him disheveled as though he's experiencing Gore, the Gore massacre. Like, have the hair disheveled. Have like smudge on his cheek. I think that would make this cooler.
Yeah.
That's my own. I know who it is. I just think it could add a little something that brings that scene a little more full circle on this guy. But otherwise, he's great.
Love it.
Yeah, I did it with those clothes because I thought they were like the more recognizable ones from season 2. I also worked on another one that I didn't post it or anything because I didn't finish it quite well, and it was with his outfit from Arc 2, I think, with a plank here, and it was like also like a suit, because Cyril outfits were like really Earth-like some of the times, but that's why I never posted it. But I might sometime, I don't know.
And then you had this Luthen, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the first Luthen I did for season 1, and the first one we saw was like the upgrade version.
Yeah,
like even if you had Luthen kind of with the kind of hair, I guess it's more like this, the hair.
Yeah.
But I like your gray, the wiggy
Yeah,
kind of hair.
those
But
are
like,
fantastic.
if they're
Thank
gonna
you,
do
guys.
something for Luthen, give him a because honestly, it's hard for Luthen to be like a pop that, oh, I gotta have this, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not, is he really iconic? He is to me, but I think if they made a pops and lights and sounds and they did that sacrifice speech, that little soliloquy he did on sacrifice, everything like that whole thing. If they had that with a Luthen, that would at least probably get him off the shelf.
Yeah,
Because
of
I
course.
feel like a Luthen, as much as certain fans might want him, he might also become a peg warmer,
Yeah.
in store.
Right.
He's not like Cassian Andor. He's not like a Luke or a Vader. You know what I mean? Like he's like,
Yeah.
But you had some excellent. Now we're actually getting into what Funko delivered. So like,
Yeah,
with this K2SO, love it.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Love it. Like the other ones, I like him from the previous waves. It wasn't, I don't think it was the Rogue One, but it was that other, I think the
Yeah,
I
one
have the one
where
from
he-
New York Comic
yeah,
Con.
where he went around the planets
Yeah.
and he was a little more weathered looking. That one
Yeah.
I like a lot.
Yeah.
But this running is just
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love that. I think Funko needs to do more of this because they're not an action. You can't pose them. So if you can get an action pose like this is what people like, because
Yeah.
you can recreate something with it. Just sitting there in the hero pose, it's kind of bland.
Yeah.
Hard to work with that. Like this one here, honestly, I would have just given this a paint splat. Like
Yeah.
I didn't think this
I
needed.
didn't need it. And I feel like the ones from Rogue One were better. And
But
I
we
get
really
it.
didn't see this. We didn't really see him with a blaster or anything. And
Never.
No. Again,
so.
it's one of those rando things. Just put a gun in his hand. It's like, okay.
yeah, I would have rather you have the device with the hose with the Rhydonium.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Dude, that would have been have the oxygen mask, like him holding the oxygen mask, and he's about to take another breath of that. Like
Yeah.
that was the whole thing about in this series. That was kind of his big thing, is the Rhydonium and being high on it all the time. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I like my other Saul Guerrera's better.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, maybe
Rogue
the
One.
one from Rogue One
I
is
mean-
better. The outfit, yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you're
I have
talking
both
about
the-
just additional things to kind of throw in, like a 2-pack, if you were going to do this and like throw a 2-pack with 2 tubes in it, because we don't have them, that would be.
I was going to say that because I was working also on a YouTube's concept that I never finished, but it
Yeah.
was looking really good. I will try to show you other time
made-
because
Well,
I,
cut it out again, so you can show us some of these other concepts that haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I made my own in Black Series just because they didn't have him and I need to shoot some Andor stuff, so I just sculpted him. But I mean, that's another character like that's majorly missed.
yeah, the design is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, I mean, Deirdre, we needed to have in this. I mean, I was surprised
Yeah.
we didn't get this originally.
Right.
Like originally, I thought we would have had this, her little hat and her trench coat, even.
I
But,
mean, I love the idea of her. I'd even buy another one if it had the little hat. And then if you were going to throw something else in, like I
The
would sweat
coat,
the
yeah.
idea of the special ops troopers. I think those guys are sexy AF. They have them in Black Series. They look fantastic. I can't say enough about this pop. Both that and the
And the
chase. Ugh. I mean,
Yeah,
I
these
bought
are
multiples and I have spotlights above my desk. Like these are some of my favorite pops.
Yeah, I really like
Looks
the
really cool.
Cassian on this one. I mean, I love the trooper itself, the pilot, the
Yeah.
CNR test pilot. The colors of that, it's not like a gray, it's kind of like a grayish olive green. Like it's just a good color. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It just sticks out to me. I like it. And then the chase of that with the helmet, forget about it.
amazing.
So
Take-
good.
Love that one.
And then the Krennic.
All right, here's
I
the
mean-
credit we got for Andor.
I'm planning
I
to get it
already
because
had
I
one
don't
from
have
Rogue
Rogue
One.
Ones, but
Yeah. This
I
one
mean,
I feel is Rogue One-ish too, because again, he never really has a blaster out at all in this movie.
exactly.
Yeah. But
Or
I
in the
love the
series.
cape and I
The
love
cape
the
looks great.
movement. Like this could have been very well like him in that party. You know what I mean?
But
Like
you know what he's missing?
Yeah, with the belt.
Sash.
yeah.
He should have had his sash, his Bociant.
Yeah.
I noticed that because I was expecting when I saw this, oh, he's going to have the Bociant on that we saw in the season 2. No, so I'm like, wow, like you kind of recycled, but did you watch it? Because when you see him, he has that other piece going
Yeah.
across, and it wasn't here.
Yeah.
Or or you do a movie moment and you have him putting the finger on Deirdre's
would
head
be
like he's
great.
crushing her. That would be dope.
Yeah,
That would be
amazing.
dope.
And of course the trooper. Yeah,
This one. This range trooper's so good. Like blows the other one away. That we got in
Totally.
Solo. Blows
Yeah.
it away.
Yeah.
but that's the thing. Why we get a range trooper for Andor Season 2 and we don't get a Mon Mothma? I think
know.
it's because of laziness. Maybe they already had the mold for the range trooper and they only needed to change a little bit the colors and the textures. Maybe
But
add
you
the
know what, though?
gun.
Well, this is it's a completely different scope compared to the
It
original.
is. Hang on.
Majorly different.
Yeah.
Coloration, it's weathered. It's just done so much better. And
The
I think
Solo one is like cleaner.
Yeah, I think they do the troopers because troopers sell, right? I think that's my thought. Troopers sell, and a Mon Mothma might grow some moss. But I honestly think for the fact that we don't have a Mon Mothma in the Funko,
I thought we were going to get one maybe for a celebration, but we end up getting those Japanese styled ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they're interesting. They're different enough for sure. I mean, the whole body on this one's a new sculpt. Huh.
Yeah, it just needs to be. I'm just kind of surprised. Again, I'd love to. I would love to be a fly on the wall at the board meeting where they're trying to decide what ones they're making. Like seriously, like what was going through their minds?
I don't know. That might be more frustrating. Careful what you wish for.
Because I'm always curious. Like, what is the thought process? Like, do you really think about it? Are you fans of it, or are you trying to profit from it? Because I think in order to profit from it and be successful at profiting, you need to know the content. If you're making one character or one sculpt of a character, you need to nail that so that it embodies it. Like we were talking, this is the Luthen that I've been just shitting on for days.
Yeah,
this is awful.
Yeah. But to a point, and I forget what it is. I wish I would have screenshot it. But I was going through. I mean, honestly, also look at the Luke Skywalker in the hood, very close. But this also looks very much like, I think it was a Spider-Man pop. And I was
Goblin,
like,
maybe,
and I was like,
Green Goblin or Black Adam, it looks anything like that. Like it's just,
generic. And again, if this was out of the box, I would walk past it. I wouldn't know who it is.
That's my point. Is it's like, it was in a scene, but was this scene with Luthen, was it that iconic, him witnessing what's going on around him? No, that wasn't his story. That wasn't his scene. He's just there to help carry the story and to bring him, his character into the arc and carry it along. But that wasn't it. His story is more, you either have him when he first meets Cassian, and you're trying to escape like you had with that trench coat, the leather trench coat. You have him as the art dealer kind of guy, that's the most iconic. And you have kind of like the Luthen, giving a soliloquy about sacrifice, I got friends everywhere, but even that, he still looks like the one you made with the blue, with the hair, so I think that's really the one that they need to have. Like they need to go back and make that one and stop production and melt down this one. I don't know. Melt this down and reuse it for the other.
I mean, I can't enough with these prison pops. I love them so much.
These are really good. Both this one and the Andor.
Cassian, especially, I really like it. How the head turned out and the body. I think it's really cool.
But it's just crazy. And, these guys are on sale for like $3 and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, people just kind of shit on these. And I don't know why. I love it. But
they released 2 years later. But
for the price of $3, I'd pick up another one now just to customize it.
I mean, these are on sale, and I'm gonna bring them into the store. And it's not even about it's just about cool things that we think are cool. Like somebody needs that.
Now this one, I'm
then they nailed Marvel.
Yeah,
they nailed it. I remember I was on with my buddies Lex and Christopher on the Star Wars podcast, and when this was all coming out, and we were talking about what pops would you like to see made? This is the one I said, if you have anything of Marva, the most iconic scene is her speech when she's dead and she's a hologram. But it is Marvel to the T. Like if you had to pick one moment, this is it. And they did it. I didn't think they would. I imagined like if they could do this, and they nailed the execution on this one.
But dude, what an opportunity missed, man, for this shit to be light and sound. Let that light up with a 2-second liner from one of those speeches. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
To have the lights and sound of this. Because you got the turning on sound
or
of
even that just like fight the Empire, or something like get out of here. Yeah.
I've been asleep, but I'm not anymore. Like just a couple phrases from that would have been great. Like, yeah. I think we need to get on the board there. I don't know.
I think so too. Like, holler at your boy. I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, still a good one too.
This I thought was really cool because it's such a different droid, and to make it in Funko form was going to be unique. I do like it. It's unique.
Yeah.
B2 emo. He's a
but
great.
It also stays true to like the droid's form. Like I have to be honest, like sometimes when they start doing the astromechs, I'm on the fence with it because they're so kind of quirky looking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the R5 units, I'm here for it. I love it. Like, but the R2 units, I'm not so crazy about. The BB units I like, and I love this.
Yeah, I don't mind the R2s, the BBs. I don't like the DXO, that one. That little wheel with the triangle head, the cone head, the green and white one from Rise of Skywalker. That's the other one I really don't care for.
What movie is that? I don't know.
Was that Rise of Skywalker, that one?
Yeah, from episode 9. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's the only one that kind of was like, didn't kind of land with me, that droid, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? Because I'm like, I liked K2SO.
Yeah.
I loved what's his face on Skeleton Crew, the droid on that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, where's
we
he
never got a pop of that
I
character,
know.
and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a misquote there.
Yeah.
And then the Jodna Nawood that we got for Skeleton Crew. Lame.
That was another just throwaway. Yeah, that could have been like some. Yeah, that was a background actor from like Raiders of the Lost Ark or something.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
We got the helmet with the tri-corner. Like that's iconic. Like that you remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's silly.
Stupid.
All right, now this Andor is cool. Now this is one of the first Andors that we got. All right.
Yeah.
Because no, we got some in Rogue One. We got some from the Rogue One series, but like Andor, this is like a con exclusive that came out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like it, but at the same time, there are other Cassian moments that are better than this. But I understand this is that end of the first season when he's walking, at the end.
Yeah.
I get that. But I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one. I do like it. I have it. I wanted it. I was super excited when I got it. But I still feel that it could be better.
Yeah.
It could be better. And then the last one that we have from Funko was the Velsartha. And I don't know if you guys have this one. I have her in my collection.
I do.
I
like it. Yeah.
The hair sculpt on this is one of the best hair sculpts of all of the Funkos with the crazy hair. This is probably one of the best hair sculpts because it's got all the braids and everything.
Yeah.
Blows some of the Leia ones away with all her crazy hairstyles, or even an Amidala. This one's really good. Like this was a con exclusive. I think this is like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive at the time. But this was a sleeper. Yeah, this is a sleeper. I think this is one that most people did not pick up. And if you didn't pick it up when you saw it in the wild, well, now it's going to be harder to find because I think the series did well. And typically when you get a series that people take to, like, oh, that was really good, they're going to find these ones that are the random one-offs of that character, and they're going to hold on to them. They're not going to be reselling these as much. But,
I mean, but we're also missing her buddy, too, from the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could have had the two of them as a 2-pack, but, you know.
It's a little controversial.
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Maybe those are better as separates.
but it was fun nonetheless
Yeah.
to have her made. I remember when I was photographing this one, it was like, how do you make this character? Like, and I remember I could not find anything that had like a Vault of Republic credit. So I literally went to the TV series on Disney Plus and literally stopped it on a frame and used that as my backdrop for photographing.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get something, but nothing. What says credits? Like, you know, the Robin the Imperial, like that was the only thing I could think of. So I had to get a shot. And I remember timing it when I paused it. So I could time it for where the bands across the credits was coming off. So I got it like halfway moving when I stopped it. So you can kind of tell that the credits are getting unlocked. So little stupid geeky things that I notice when I do that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
so anyway, Danny, thank you for coming on here. Tell people about your channel. Tell people where people can find you.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I don't post that often anymore, but of course I will try to do some concepts for the new Mold show and for Mandalorian and Grogu. Of course, I will
Nice.
do some nice concepts then, and for May the 4th, I always post special
Do a
things
little
every
something for
year.
that. Nice.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a pleasure to join you guys. It was great.
We've had a blast talking to you and looking at your work. You do phenomenal work.
Yeah, thank
Phenomenal.
you. I really
And I hope
appreciate
that
it. Yeah,
Funko Europe, you know, or Funko, you know, here in Everest in Washington, the United States, I really think that they should recognize some of you guys that do this great kind of artwork and stuff like that. Like, and we have a section, a segment here on our show called the Creative Outpost.
Mhm.
And it's something that Nate started. Is he's trying to build and really kind of foster that collection community with artists as well, like people that shoot the stuff, people that concept stuff, and talking about them and highlighting them. So we're definitely going to have you back on, and we're definitely
Of
going to
course.
have you on one of our Creative Outpost segments. We'd love to have
Whenever
you
you
on
want.
and
Yeah.
talk, man.
And Danny, also just because it's the holidays and we're so happy to have you, we're sending you your Christmas wish
Yeah.
list. So please
Really?
DM us your
Oh,
details and a gift from us and
thank
to
you,
our new
Nate.
brother in Spain, and happy
Yeah,
holidays. And we're excited to have you in the
same.
family.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. It was so
No,
nice.
it was our pleasure. Our pleasure.
No.
We loved having you, man. Like honestly, we've been talking about this for like literally as we were filming the first episode. I told Nate, like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot to tell you, we got our guest, our first guest.
Yeah.
We were so
and
excited.
And,
we were so
and
excited.
I've been so busy and crazy, and like literally, I just found you on Instagram last night, and I was like, "Oh my god, how did I miss
Yeah.
you?" So
Yeah,
awesome.
sure.
But
So
thank you so much. We really
you.
you're
enjoyed it.
welcome.
We're definitely gonna have you back, Danny. Don't
Whenever
be a
you want.
stranger.
I
Don't
know
be-
there's a little bit of a problem with the time differences and everything because here in Spain it's like 11 p.m. But I don't have any problem. Whenever you
Well,
want, you
we'll
can
make
call
it
me
work.
and
We
I
will
will
make
be
it
here.
work.
We'll
Yeah,
make it work to
this was
work
no
with
biggie
you.
on our side.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you really. Thank you a lot for the presents. I'm sorry for my
Of
English.
course.
Maybe it's not really good,
Ah,
but
don't worry. Don't worry. We
yeah.
speak bad English too. We just swear. a lot.
Nah.
Yeah,
It covers up the
my
bad.
Spanish is worse.
I don't
Okay.
only know how to curse in Spanish. That's the only thing I do know how to say.
I can curse in almost every language. I can get a beer and I can get in fights. That's
There you
it.
go. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
they see things, right?
Yeah, basic important things.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
guys. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and thank
Thank
you to everyone who tuned in.
And I don't think there's really much more to go through. I mean, I think if anything, you know, we have our holiday, we have our wish list.
Yeah,
Danny, his wish list came true. Thank
Yeah.
you to Carbonite Creative. That was really, really special.
awesome.
Thank you.
But other than that, like, I think that, you know, we can wrap it up today and just, I hope everyone out there has a very, very Merry Christmas and a happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Yeah, Happy
keep
New
it-
Year, and
Have a great time. Keep it safe. Keep it fun and friendly going forward in 2026. We're
yeah,
going to have a lot of Star Wars coming. This is a big year for Star Wars.
yeah.
We're getting into new releases. So we're going to have Starfighter. We're going to have Mandu and Grogu.
Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah, there's going to be so much stuff coming. So I'm very excited. what's coming down the pipe, Maul, Shadow Lord. It's going to be a fun year for Star Wars.
Good.
And then if
We need
anyone's trying to go to Star Wars Celebration, that is in April 1st to 4th in 2027, and I am making the point to go. That was my Christmas gift. I told everyone, like, don't get me anything. If you want, give me money because I want that.
I'll meet you there.
Because the other thing is, I'm worried that it's going to sell out so quick being in LA now that I'm going to have to buy it third party. So I'm going to probably pay twice as much. It'll probably cost $600 to $1,000 for my tickets.
Do it.
So
we'll have to divide and conquer on that because I'm for sure going with you. So
I'm going. I am going.
I will go when they come back to Europe sometime. Hopefully.
I hear you. Well, guys, it was an absolute blast. Thank you so much. And everyone else, have a great holiday and enjoy the rest of your Christmas. All right, guys?
Yay!
Merry Christmas, guys.
I hope you get good toys.
Hopefully. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You might want to buckle up, baby.